Dear children, welcome to the video class. Grade 6, Science, Chapter 5, Separation of Substances. Dear children of grade 6, welcome to the science class. Before starting today's class, let us recall what we have learned in our previous class. In our previous classes, we have learned why separation is essential, how to separate them, and we have also learned the hand picking and threshing method. Okay, what is hand picking? That is slightly larger impurities can be removed by picking with the hand itself. So that is called hand picking method, isn't it? Okay, the second one is threshing. Okay, threshing is the process of separating grains from the stalk. Okay, so see this figure. By beating, the farmers can separate the grains from the stalk. So this we have learned in the previous class. In this class, we are going to see the topic winnowing. Okay, we are going to see the topic winnowing in this class. Okay, children. Okay, for this, let us start with an activity. Okay, for this, we have to prepare a mixture. Okay, what we have to do? We have to prepare a mixture. The mixture must contain two substances. Okay, the first substance is a dry sand. Okay, we have to take the sand and we have to dry that. Okay, the second substance is sawdust. Okay, what is the second substance? Sawdust. Sawdust is nothing but powdered wood. Okay, nicely powdered wood is called sawdust. Okay, if the sawdust is not available means we can take the dried leaves, that is powdered dry leaves. The dried leaves should be powdered, so we can take that and we can mix this two substance and we can prepare a mixture. Okay, then what we have to do means we have to separate this. Okay, we have to separate this, that is we have to separate the dry sand from the sawdust. Okay, so can we do this by hand picking method? Can we separate the dry sand and sawdust by the hand picking method? No, it is impossible, isn't it? So it is impossible to pick and take by hand, isn't it? Yes. Can we go for threshing? Okay, can we go for threshing? Is it possible to beat that and separate? No, it is impossible, isn't it? Okay, so for that we have to go for winnowing. Okay, for that we have to go for winnowing. Okay, so what does the concept means? Okay, it is used to separate heavier and lighter components. Okay, see, we have two substances, isn't it? In our mixture, we have two substances. The first one is the dried sand, other one is the sawdust. Okay, so one is heavier and the other one is lighter. Okay, which is heavier? The sand is heavier and the sawdust is lighter. Okay, if your mixture contains two substances and one is heavier and the other one is lighter means we can go for winnowing. Okay, so what happens means these two substances can be separated by the action of wind or blowing air. Okay, see the substance. So what we have to do? Okay, so we have to stand on a stool. Okay, we have to stand on a stool or we have to stand in a particular height. Okay, and what we have to do? See the figure. What we have to do? We can take the mixture and we can pour it off. Okay, so what happens means by the action of wind or by the action of flowing air, okay, so these two substances will be separated. Okay, for example, if we have the dry sand and dried leaves means the dry sand will fall here. Okay, why it falls here means because it is somewhat heavier, so it falls here. Okay, so the sawdust is lighter, no? So it will be falling in some other place. Okay, so this is winnowing method. Okay, so by this winnowing method, we can separate heavier and lighter components. Okay, children, have you all understood? Okay, farmers, they use this method. Okay, with the help of the wind, they use this method to separate two substances. Okay, so why farmers use this method means, okay, their grains will contain some husk particles. Okay, the grain is heavier and the husk is lighter. Okay, the grain is heavier and the husk is lighter. Husk means the seed coat and some other impurities are called husk. Okay, so what they will do means they will sand on a stand or they will sand on a particular height and they will pour the mixture like this. So what happens means the heavier grain particles will fall vertically. Okay, that is the heavier grain particles will fall vertically and the lighter husk will be falling in one particular separate place. Okay, so this is the winnowing method. So this method can be done, okay, to separate heavier and lighter components. Okay, so we can do by the action of wind or blowing air. Okay, have you all understood, children? Okay, so this method can be also used to separate, okay, onion from its peels. Okay, if you are a shopkeeper, if you have seen the shopkeeper means they will do like this. Okay, the garlic will be having some outer covering, no, then the onion will be having some outer covering, no. So this can be used to separate the onion from the outer covering, that somewhat that waste coverings will be removed by this method. Okay, children, have you all understood? Yes. Okay, then this is winnowing. Okay, so I told you, no, that farmers, they use this winnowing method to separate husk particles from the grains. Okay, so this husk can be used as a fodder. Okay, fodder means this can be given to cattle as food. Okay, children, have you all understood? Yes. The next one is sieving. Okay, the next one is sieving. Okay, so this we used to do in our home, isn't it? Okay, if we are going to prepare any dish with flour, what our mother used to do, she will take a sieve and she will sieve and she will remove the impurities and she will take the fine flour particles to prepare chapati or buri or something else, isn't it? Okay. Have you seen the sieving in your home? Okay. Listen, children. This process is called sieving and this is called the sieve. Okay. This is called the sieve. Okay. Listen, children. First, let us see about sieve. Okay. So, sieve, what is sieve? Sieve is a thing that contains small holes. Okay, so the impurities, that is the impurities must be in different sizes. Okay, the heavier impurities will be remaining on the sieve itself and the fine flour particles will come down, isn't it? Yes, children. Okay, now let us go for this process. Okay, let me give some example for you. Okay, for example, if the wheat flour is mixed with sugar, okay, if the wheat flour is mixed with sugar, how will you separate that? Okay, that is a mixture, isn't it? The wheat flour and sugar is a mixture. Okay, we have to separate it into separately. We have to separate into wheat flour and sugar. So what we have to do? Okay, we have to take a sieve like this. Okay, we have to take a sieve like this. The sieve will be having some holes. Okay, we have to put the mixture and we have to sieve it off. So what happens means the fine particles, that is the fine wheat flour, will come down and the heavier sugar particles will remain on the sieve itself. Okay, so we can separate the wheat flour and the sugar. Okay, children. Not only wheat flour and sugar, we can remove pieces of stones, stalk and husk by this method. Okay, so we can, after the threshing and winnowing, if it contains some impurities means we can go for this sieving method. Okay, children. Okay, see this diagram. So what is shown here? Okay, what is shown here? Okay, so listen, children. Okay, the sand, it may contain pebbles and stones, isn't it? Okay, so pebbles means somewhat big stones. Okay, so it may contain pebbles and stones. Okay, by keeping this slanting sieve, okay, by keeping this slanting sieve, we can remove the fine sand particles and pebbles and stones. Okay children, have you all understood sieving? Yes. Okay. Then one more activity is given. Okay. So you take a sieve. Okay. You take a sieve. Okay. And you take a small quantity of wheat flour. Not only wheat flour, you can take anything. You can take rice flour also or some other flour. Okay. And you sieve it. Okay. And you sieve it. And you can see the impurities which is on that wheat flour. Okay. So what is sieving? Okay. So what is sieving? Sieving is used when components of mixtures have different sizes. When the two mixtures have different sizes means they can be separated by sieving. That is, we can separate sugar from the wheat flour by sieving. Because the wheat flour and sugar, they are different in sizes. Okay children, have you all understood? Okay. So let me give the activity. Do that and submit to your class teacher. Okay children? Dear children, your activity for this class is you have to write the answers for the short answer questions. Okay, 2 short answer questions are given. For this, you have to write the answer based on today's class. The first question is, how will you separate dry sand from powdered leaves? Okay, you have to write the steps. Okay, what is the name of this process? You want to write the name of this process. Okay, I taught you know. Okay, go through the video and you go through your textbook and you write the answers for this question. Then the second question is, how will you separate sugar from wheat flour? Okay, for this you go through the video and also your textbook and write the answer for this question. Name the process. You want to write what is that process is called and what is the principle behind this. Okay, so based on what they are separated. Okay, like this you have to write the answers and submit your class teacher without fail. Meet you all in the next class. Thank you children.